future's real nice.
All right, what's up, everybody? Litbox, what's up, bud? I saw you saw our solution. I'm glad you saw it. Yeah, all good. You can always submit questions whenever you want in that channel, in that like forum thing, and eventually, like when I get to my next stream, I'll like see anything that hasn't been unanswered yet. I'll like just do it myself, like during it. But great. Yeah, looks like you're doing some limits and stuff. That's cool. I like limits. Limits are dope.
That's dope.
Limits are lit. Okay, cool. YouTube's working. Great. Nice. Everything's actually working for once. Why, unlike the last stream before, like, I come back in like 2 weeks? Is everything finally working now? Anyways, yes. So I made an announcement in the Discord today. Lots of announcements in the Discord. Because I'm off to Burning Man. Soon. But, yeah. One sec. Here we go. So, yeah. So, take it to the limit one more time. Yeah, the Eagles, yeah.
My name is Jeff.
Love it, Jeff. Great. Awesome. All right, so let's see. What did I say? Yes. So, today's the last office hours for a couple weeks. I'm going to be off in the desert until at least like September 8th. So give me like a day or two to like regain my health and get all the dust off me. And I'm thinking we'll restart the streams around September 10th. But don't worry, I'll make another announcement when I get back safe and sound, so you guys know when to hop on. And yeah, in the meantime, always like, yeah, check this calendar. Like, I know a couple people are like, oh man, school just started and like, you're not streaming. Like, who else can I get help from? Well, hey, we have a calendar here. Go to the calendar. You can see that there are a ton of people that stream. Today there's a lot of people doing this Summer of Math exhibition. Looks like Penn Center's doing some right now. So I think if we click on this, well, sorry, let's go to Penn Center stream right now. Let's just see what Penn Center's up to. Let's just knock, say hi.
Hey, yo, let me talk.
Oh, of course I have a 30-second ad.
Oh no.
Gotta love those ads. Here, let's resub to him too. I think I have a Prime sub. Yeah, let's use a Prime sub on this. Well, I want to be able to see what happens. I'm going to joke. Penn Center's our friend from, like, Canada. And apparently the U.S. and Canada are in, like, a big, like, trade war right now. So I'm going to make a joke about the tariffs. So let's see what he says.
Or B. And the TOSE matrix was just C equals A exclusive or B. It's up to your imagination on what you can do with these gates. But my point still stands. My methods can help create new quantum gates that progress the layers of abstraction needed in quantum computing. Another less practical but important thing to note is that it enhances our philosophical perspective on quantum algebra.
He's waving.
Sorry, I'm pausing for a hot second. Hi, Gold. How are you doing?
Yes, there we go. Nice Penn Center.
Welcome in, buddy. We're learning about quantum computing right now.
Oh, so this is cool. So yeah, if you want to learn about quantum computing,
You can do with these gates.
looks like
But my point still stands.
Penn Center.
My methods can help create new
I do.
quantum
Yeah,
gates
what's up, Mouse?
that progress
Yeah,
the
what's
layers
up?
of abstraction needed in quantum computing. Another less practical but
Dude, my
important
stream
thing to
just-
note is that it enhances our philosophical perspective on quantum algorithms.
69.
For example, here's a very famous quantum algorithm. It's called the Deutsch-Joja
The
algorithm.
what?
So anyways, there are a bunch of awesome people right now that are they're doing these reviews of like math videos, Summer of Math expositions. We did a stream on this actually earlier last week. So if you want to watch kind of some of the fun videos that got submitted for this big math competition, it's for this guy, a three blue, one brown, 3 brown, 1 blue. No, three blue, 1 brown. I guess this is cool. They're going over like quantum computing. Yeah, if you ever want to know about quantum computing, this is fun. Someone's doing like a fun little video showing how they would interpret quantum computing and like a little animation video for it and stuff.
Can solutions only exist?
So very cool. anyways, yeah, so that's what's happening today. But I will say, like, as the week goes on, looks like Penn Center has some real analysis. He's still doing his real analysis, abstract algebra. Looks like not many people streaming next week either, but the week after that. So the week that I get back, but I might not be on, we have the return of Zach. So come on by if you need help. Zach, E2iPie, is a really good friend of ours. He's been on vacation, or not vacation, maybe like just taking a little slight break for the last couple days. So, but he'll be back. It looks like starting September 7th. And so, he has some math Q&A stuff, and also looks like, oh, he's cool. He's doing his little trivia stuff. Nice. Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, so that's that for, also announcements. I am promoting Breasticles to Hall Monitor. Congrats, Breasticles. You now have the second most powerful position in my server.
I get to be like Sensation now.
Yes, you get to be like Sensation, exactly. Yes. I mean, don't be exactly like Sensation though, please. Sensation lives in his own little Sensation corner, and I'm cool with that. We don't need two Sensations. But yes. So if anything is like going super wrong with the server, if there's raid, I trust Breasticles because I know he's online all the time with Rust, so I know you're reachable at least, which is great. We love that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if anyone notices any like weird shit going on in the server, please feel free to like DM either or ping Breasticles or any other the other awesome hall monitors. We also have Sam, Shanktrix, and of course Sensation Black holding down the fort. So yeah, because I will not have reception. I will not be reachable for probably, and honestly I don't want to be reachable because it kind of ruins the experience when you start, if you connect to the, like if someone brings a Starlink and you connect to that Wi-Fi like midway through the event, it just like, oh dude, it's the worst. You just get this flood of emails, and then suddenly you're like, oh man, I gotta take care of this, 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 and you're just like, oh fuck.
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, no. So I'm planning on not having reception anyways. So be nice to each other, keep everything running and stuff, and I'll see you guys when I come back. And yeah, it'll be an awesome start to the school year. Good luck with all your classes. I know some students have started school already. We already talked about, like, UCLA doesn't start until the 24th, I think, of September. So a little bit of ways for UCLA. I also got my student reviews for the summer. I was so happy about these. They're actually quite nice. I forget how I can see them. Let me see if I can pull them up for you guys real quick. Or actually, you know what? I put them in the ChatGPT because I wanted ChatGPT to analyze like my teaching record. So at the end of the course, they always have students do a little survey. I kind of incentivize the survey, saying that everybody will get like 0.2% added to their grade if at least 80% of the class does the survey. You look like you got cheese ball crumbs in your underarms, dude. What? No, that's called surgery. I had surgery at some point. That's a scar tissue. That's why I don't like snowboarding. But one sec. Let me find. Where's like my teaching survey? Here we go. Cool. See if we can download that file. What is it? Set reviews 261. Yeah, here they are. Nice. Here, let's open them up real quick. So this is really cool. So every time you teach the students, what are you doing? We're gonna start doing some math and science questions. Yes, sir, boy. If you have a question you want us to go over, there's a website. It's www.actualofficehours.com. It's the one in the link down there. You should see it there, right? Actually, wait, where is the link? Oh, I don't see it. Oh no, it does. It is there. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, my preview is so small I can't even see it. Oh, it's not actually. Oh. One sec. We need that to show. It is free. Yeah, totally free. Totally free. Plus, you can like earn rewards. Like, we give out gift cards and stuff if kids ask enough questions and stuff. I don't know why my chat is like on top of this thing though. Where is my chat board? Oh, sorry, it's on this one. Sorry, my bad. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's the website, actualofficehours.com. So if you want to go check out that website, there's a link there for you to like upload a screenshot of your video, of your picture, or whatever you want help with, and then so it's right here. And then we'll do the question during the stream if you want, and it's totally free. But anyways, yeah, I'm just while we wait for people to come on in. This is an example of what happens at UCLA when you teach, and then at the end of the class, students like give you reviews, and there's a lot of data, honestly. So they get like, oh, what's the background information? So you can see the majority of my students were sophomores. It's pretty cool. A couple seniors, but yeah, mainly sophomores, which is interesting because it's a freshman level physics class. Oh, but I get it. It's students, they've already completed their freshman year, so this is like their sophomore, maybe. I don't know how they call that actually.
It might also be like based off of credit.
Ooh, good point. Yeah. If they have enough credits, I see. I wonder if this is self-reported or if this is determined by credits. Yeah, it'll be interesting. GPA, again, I wonder if this is self-reported. But yeah, mostly pretty. Honestly, to take a summer physics class, like, which is 10 weeks of instruction crammed down into 6, is pretty intense. You have to be pretty like driven or motivated to do it. Expected grade A, dude. 80% people thought they were gonna get an A. I think I gave out like 70% A's, so it wasn't too far off, honestly. But cool, a lot of them had it for their major. That's great. Yeah. I remember one student was taking this as a GE credit. They were like, oh, I'm just going to take this ridiculously hard physics class as like, GE stands for like general education. And it's just, so say for instance, you wanted to go be a history major. You would still need to take other courses that aren't necessarily related to history. And that could be anything such as, it could be a foreign language, it could be art, it could be whatever you want. But someone decided to take a kind of difficult physics class as their GE credit. I give credit to them. It takes balls, but good for them. Overall rating of the instructor. So I did pretty well here, right? I got the highest marks amongst 80%. Nobody gave me below a 6. That's great. Yeah, nice. Anyways, okay, cool. And then they go into some, rating of the course. Of course, some people probably thought the course was shit because, I don't know, Kudu was fucking up all the time. And then there's all these questions on the instructor. I think people just, like, fill out the number of 9, like, yeah. Instructor concern, organization, interaction. My interaction should be really high. Dude, I hosted so many office hours for these kids. Communication. Value. Some people had a 4.
Brother,
oh no, they like learned. Well, most people thought it was pretty valuable though. Anyways, okay, great. So cool. Bunch of things students can like talk about. What I really love reading, I love reading at the end. People have, dude, all this data. This is the best part. When the students get to say just some free comments about what they think about the class, and this is always kind of a big like, I don't know, self-esteem booster to myself. If I ever feel like down or depressed, I'll just go through and read these reviews and be like, oh, people actually like me as a teacher. That's great. So yeah, some great comments here. Great professor, love the course. Campus Wire is the GOAT, especially. So people liked Campus Wire. That was I took, instead of using Canvas, which is the default LMS, learning management system, or default software they use for like putting grades in and like emailing professors. I was like, yo, fuck this, dude. We're gonna use Campus Wire. It's a trick I learned from another professor. His name's Josh Shimani. He's a GOAT. But it's kind of a fun little forum. It's also off the university's website stuff, so I think students are more chill with thinking they can respond honestly because they don't think they're being watched or something. Anyways, so great. It was awesome. Yeah, I like reading these. I'll post these, actually. It's fun to, like, celebrate wins and successes. And you guys were a part of this. You guys watched a lot of my lectures, too. So, but I love when they say, like, oh, he's the best professor, or I think someone said, give me the Nobel Prize. Yeah, here it was. The GOAT. Give this man the Nobel Prize for teaching. Oh, Jesus. What is the standard for teaching these days? I don't think I'm that good, but okay.
The standard ain't high. I'll tell you.
I know, right? Like your class breasticles, right? You say you just walked in and it's just a fucking Zoom lecture, and some dude's just like teaching fucking dot
Now,
products.
granted, that's what the so like the way the TPC works is because there's not enough like teachers at a lot of these schools for an entire physics program. They just like combine all of them.
Yeah.
And then so it's like you'll meet up as a class, and then they lecture on Zoom. So it's like kind of in person. But yeah, he spent the first week of upper division electromagnetic field theory. He's spent.
Oh, that's what EMFT is. Sorry. It's not just E&M. Yeah. It's electromagnetic field theory. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like the upper division when you.
Oh my god. He's explaining what a dot product is.
That class requires calculus. He's going into.
Oh my god, that's
like,
awful.
The dot. Also, he was saying stuff that wasn't really correct too. Like he was like, oh, the dot product is associative. You can just flip it around. And I was like, commutative. But that's not necessarily always true. And then, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, he got B sine theta wrong he said that was the hypotenuse.
Yeah. So like, imagine you draw like a right triangle. You have two vectors, right? And I don't even get why he was drawing these triangles, because he was trying to explain something about like the intuition of a dot product, but he just drew these triangles, said these are the sides, and then did nothing else with it. But it wasn't even the correct sides.
Oh god!
Because he said the hypotenuse was B sine theta on a right triangle.
Yeah, that's a no. Did someone raise their hand and correct him at least?
No, but I looked up and I looked at the pig because we were all muted, and we were talking shit the whole time about how boring it was. And I looked up and I looked at one of the other people in the class, and I'm like, am I tweaking or is he totally wrong? And when you think about it, and we're like, no, like this is 100% wrong.
Yeah. It happens, but Jesus.
And he was, it was the fact that it wasn't like he was writing it out and he just made an error. Like this was a pre-made slide, and he kept teaching through the slide without realizing
that's the worst, dude.
Wrong.
Yeah, I hate slides. I think it's terrible to just sit up there and just go through. I think, someone in my reviews actually wrote about that. Where was it? Yeah, here we go. This person I thought was great. They said, I decided to take this course this summer because I heard really good reviews. I came in not expecting too much, but my expectations were exceeded. He says here, in the winter quarter, I genuinely had the worst experience with physics. I had a professor who just read off pre-made slides, was not clear in his teaching, and his exams were nothing at all like the content. This completely killed my passion for physics.
Yeah, that's kind of just what this dude's doing.
There were days where I genuinely considered. Yeah, that's the worst. This person. I genuinely considered learning how to do underwater welding just so I didn't have to take another physics class again, because that's how much I hated it. Oh man, dude. This guy goes on and on. At the end, I think he's hilarious here. He's like, there's a lot more I want to say, but not gonna lie, this is getting too long, and I'm low-key just starting to glaze him. Anyways, yeah. These reviews, they're just hilarious. Some of these reviews, dude. I fucking love these, dude. Yeah. And yeah, Jeff's also right. Yeah, presented a terrible subject in a fun way. I just want to hit this review right here. Is hilarious, dude. Like, physics doesn't have to be fucking awful, dude.
No.
Yeah.
So what I would really pay for is to see the reviews for my my computer architecture teacher.
Oh, you want to see the reviews the teacher? They should make these public. Like it should be public records that like the student reviews of a teacher are like up. It's kind of like an accountability thing.
Know the student reviews to know that the teacher is horrible.
I know.
Like notoriously horrible.
Yeah. I don't understand why these people still have jobs.
I don't know. Granted, it's probably because he's the only one that teaches it, but he's such a bad teacher that I've met people who are like, I am not going for my master's in computer science here specifically so that I don't have to take his master's course.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he genuinely, like, the grade spread between highest grade and lowest grade on pretty much every one of his exams was over 105%.
Wow.
Like, there would be exams where someone would get
Someone had a 0 and someone
score would
yeah.
be like, no, it was a 15, which means it wasn't even like someone cheated and got caught or didn't take the exam.
Oh my god.
It was just, he was like genuinely such a bad teacher that. And this was after curves too. This wasn't like.
Yeah, I think curves are lazy. I don't do any curves on my stuff. I don't curve anything.
I mean, he had to make anyone pass.
Right. Yeah, that's the worst.
Like
that means you're
like
a shitty teacher.
Curve.
It's a shitty class if you have to curve things. It's because you either, severely misjudge what you taught them and what they actually learned. In both directions. Sometimes you can think that like, oh, all my students are, very low level. I'm going to give them easy questions, and then everyone gets above 100, and then it's like, yeah, no, you can't do that. And then sometimes teachers are like, oh, we went over this. They should be able to like take this next step and solve this similar question, and then they can't, and then you have to curve up. So
yeah, he was something else.
Yeah,
I remember he spent like an entire like week and a half going over one of the midterms, like getting ready, reviewing it. And he had used a midterm from the semester before. And then like he had spent like the week lecturing specifically on like one topic in the course that was supposed to be on the midterm. And then we got to the midterm and there wasn't even a question on it. It was the bonus question. It was all just random stuff that we had done in like the very beginning of the semester that was already on midterm that we had taken before.
That's too funny.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
I don't know. Again, I don't know how these people have. I don't know how these people have jobs and like I don't have their job. That's always my question. I'm always so confused at how difficult it is for me to find like a full-time teaching position when you have these like absolutely trash ass people who are still teaching. I'm so confused. Yeah.
Some of them like amaze me how they even get degrees, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. Like what the fuck happened, dude? You like maybe fell through the cracks or something. Anyways. Someone says, boy, you look like a rapper or something. I used to write raps. It was kind of my thing for like people's birthdays in high school. I would write them a birthday rap and I would record it too. It was kind of fun. I have them somewhere. I'll find them at some. If you guys want to hear them, they're hilarious. It's a fucking nerd. Still am. Okay, cool. All right, let's do some math and science questions. I got another hour and a half. So in the spirit of office hours, let's begin. All right, welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold, Actual Education. Stream that helps you out with math homework, science homework.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff's here as well. All sorts of fun stuff. If you want to submit a question for us to go over during the stream, place to do it here, actualofficehours.com. Put your username in, drag in a screenshot. I will teach you. I'll teach you for free on the stream. Literally free tutor. And you also can earn points and credits, and we give out gift cards. I gave out some Roblox gift cards, what was it, this morning, to some students that had answered enough questions on our streams. So let's see, Breskles, you're the only one. Is this gonna be is this a completely different question? Ooh, it's a different one.
This is a different one.
This okay, I see, because it says difficulty 7 out of 10. It doesn't say
I told it to give me like a medium hard, but that
if we have time, like if no one else is asking questions, I do want to do part 3 of this one.
Yeah, part 3 would be fun.
Yeah, we'll do this one after we do this one, but okay, cool. It's like I need to load my Razor software apparently. My mouse is not going to the left and to the right. Razor, you dumb bitch. There we go. Oh, it's because there's an update. This is the worst, dude. Okay, cool. No. It says
I think it was actually the physics notation, by the way, on this problem. It doesn't really matter because it's just there's no dependence on phi.
Okay.
But I went off whatever was on Wikipedia, and I guess Wikipedia uses the physics definition.
Oh, for phi being like the azimuth?
Yeah, I think so. Which is kind of weird because like they really don't mention it. And I feel like you probably
it's something you don't notice until you also do math and you're like, oh damn. Thanks for the follow.
But I guess also in some places it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Like I guess I want to say it's like Germany, I think they just use it.
Oh, like different countries do it differently?
Yeah, there's, I guess in other countries they
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
have that distinction.
Okay. Not the Burning Man. We are gonna burn the man. Okay, but let's go choose a winner. Let's see if Breskles wins.
Let's go gambling!
I would imagine so. But I guess technically a 0 probability doesn't mean it can't happen.
Does mean it can't happen. What's up, Taco?
Oh, yeah!
Taco, what streak are you at? What streak are you on our stream? I think he has like an 80 stream streak now. Hey, I know. I'll miss you guys on the stream too, but don't worry, I'm coming back. I think. 83. Okay, let's get you to 100. We'll do it. Okay, here we go. Find u x of t satisfying u sub t, so the derivative of u with respect to t is equal to 4 times the double derivative of u with respect to x with these boundary conditions. And this weird-ass initial condition. Cool. Find an explicit formula. So, let me see if I know how much I know. I think that we are going to write u of x comma t as a function of 2 super functions combobulated together. So x of x and then t of t, right? You got 93 in your math test? Congrats,
almost
dude.
very close.
I'm almost close, fuck.
Yeah, there's one slight thing. So if you look at our boundary conditions here, they're not homogeneous. Separation of variables only works with homogeneous boundary conditions.
Homogeneous means I have 0 of t and I have like x of 0. Is that homogeneous?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we want to call u equal to a function v of xt plus w of x.
Okay. This doesn't work. Okay.
It will.
And sorry, it's because of this. It's because
yeah, it's just because.
What was our other boundary condition we had? We had. Did we have that? I feel like. I don't know. Is this a homogeneous boundary condition? I don't fucking know, dude.
It gets a bit different when you're doing like stuff
Poisson
on
stuff.
the sphere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, in this case, we need homogeneous boundary conditions at the end.
Nice. Okay. Hey, Taco, post your grades, dude. Let me give you credit for it. If you haven't already, I'll do it. Congrats on the 93 on your math test. You're very smart, Taco. Okay. Non-homogeneous boundary conditions. Got you. All right. So, sorry. And the reason why it's not homogeneous is because this is not also 0, or what?
Yeah. That's good.
This would also... Okay. So, if any of my boundary conditions are equal to a constant, then I'm kind of screwed. Right? That's the... I think I understand that, because in order for them to be equal to 0, that means you could separate it like this, right?
Yeah.
Because if you took the derivative with respect to 1, you'd get 0. If you took the derivative with respect to the other one, it would be 0 maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, I'd have to look back at my notes for the exact.
But it's okay. All right, so we're gonna say that
correct,
it's. I remember it's like the reason why we're even able to do this, right, is because we end up setting like this is equal to a constant, and this must be the derivatives of them must be equal to a constant, I think.
Yeah. So in essence, it gets kind of in the weeds. But our goal is to find our eigenvalues and our eigenfunctions. Mm-hmm. Right? Because what ends up happening is we have a Hilbert space, right, which is just a vector space with functions. And just like any other vector space, if we can find a basis for that vector space, we can represent any member of that vector space as a linear combination of our basis. Mm-hmm. Like, we do it in R3 all the time, just like we're doing the coordinates, right? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. It's basically the same idea here, is that we want to create a Fourier series using our eigenfunctions, because it just so happens that our eigenfunctions will always form a basis for our Hilbert space.
See, there's that word Hilbert space.
It's just a
It's just-
vector space.
It scares me, dude. It scares me, dude. Okay, all good. All right, let's keep working forward on this one then. So we have u of x comma t is equal to, you said, so we're gonna split it. I think it was
Yeah, so we're gonna say
v-
a function v, which is also of x and t.
plus w is a function of x.
Just x, yes.
Is that because of this? Because this one is homogeneous?
Yeah, and once we take our second derivative with x, we're gonna choose it in such a way that w function disappears when we take the second derivative.
All right, let's do it. All right, so this is gonna be my granddaddy function. I think this is gonna be, but let's try to evaluate this. So let's get u of t. So u sub t, partial u, partial t. My weighted GPA went up by 0.064. Is that good? Yeah. That's positive. If it was negative, it'd be bad. I don't know. It depends like what your GPA is. If your GPA is going from like a 1.6 to like a 1.7, it's, it's not the best. But it's still progress. Progress is great. We love progress. Oh, okay, good, nice, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got basically a perfect 4.0 GPA. That's great, Taco. I'm glad. That'll do you well. Okay, so this is dv dt, but then this is 0, right? Because this is only a function of x. Right, yeah, because dw dt ends up being 0. But it's my weighted, so isn't that rather low? Oh, weighted is out of 5? Wait, what? Canada weights GPAs out of 5? I thought they were always weighted out of 4. That's whack.
No, I think it's 5 in America too.
No way, dude. No, it's 4.
Yeah, because it's a 4 if you get an A, I think, and then it goes up to a 5 if you're in an honors or an AP course.
Sure. But I think weighted. Oh, is that what weighted means?
Yeah, weighted means including like the.
Oh, including the AP
extra
garbage
point that you get from like AP or honors.
You know what's fascinating? So we would get 1 extra point for pre-AP or honors, so that would be 5. You got 2 extra points if it was AP. So it was really out of 6. So I thought it was like kind of ridiculous.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah. Again, I'll make this comment, and we're seeing a lot of it in the news and stuff. GPA is fucked. Colleges know that like grade inflation is rampant. People are just like gaming the system with like bullshit AP stuff to like, again, have these high scores and stuff. GPA is not going to get you into colleges in the future. I guarantee you. The jig is up, and we're seeing a lot of evidence of students that have seemingly 4.0 like perfect whatever A GPAs, but they can't even do middle school math.
I've seen there was I used to work with a guy, and when his brother was in high school, there was a kid who graduated with a perfect 5 because he was telling me that his brother was pretty pissed off about it because his brother was supposed to be the valedictorian. But you had to take like a health class and a gym class.
Yeah, and that hurts your GPA.
Only honors and AP.
Yeah.
So what this kid ended up doing was over
he
the
took it
summer,
for college credit, and then just it didn't count.
Yeah, he took it somewhere else such that they would like exempt him from having to do like the gym
GPA for it
and that shit. But it didn't
God.
count towards the GPA.
That's
so then he
scumbaggery,
just kept
dude.
taking honors and AP.
That's so scumbag, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That shit fucking blows, dude. It's awful, dude.
The dude was pissed too because he had like worked his ass off for 4 years about to be, valedictorian.
What's up, Sarah?
And this dude comes in. And...
Yeah, so in Texas, especially, if you were valedictorian at your high school, you got a free ride to any Texas college you wanted, any state Texas college. So that included UT. So yeah, there was a lot of competition to get valedictorian, because if you were number 1 in your class, you got a full ride to UT, which is, it's like 40 grand, 50 grand. A lot of money. Probably more now. I don't know if that's still a thing though.
I'm not sure. I was in I was in Colorado when I was in high school, so
Mm-hmm.
it was just kind of kids being pompous and wanting a
Yeah.
perfect
There you go.
GPA. Just
Taco
looking
says
for
my
that
unweighted is 3.75. Okay, so that's out of 4. That's very good, Taco Cat, dude. That's really good, dude. 3.8 out of 4. Yeah, don't worry out of 5 because I forget what year you are, but being out of 5 would assume that every single class you took, you could have also gotten a 5 in. But you couldn't, right? Your freshman year, you probably could have only gotten like 4.0 classes. Maybe in your sophomore year, you could have had 5.0 classes. So, yeah, measuring it against like the maximum is kind of unfair and disingenuous because nobody can take 5.0 classes the entire way of college. Yeah, 2028. Yeah, so you're a sophomore. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, you have a great GPA, Taco Cat. Just keep on keeping on, dude. Oh, you're gonna be a junior. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I meant you completed your sophomore year. That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah. You're currently a junior because your school year's already started. Sorry, school year hasn't really started here in Los Angeles yet, so it's still kind of summer for us. But yeah, no, totally. You that's a great GPA to have, man. Yeah, I would say if you really want to like be competitive, going to good schools and colleges, the thing that'll help you the most at this point is not getting like an extra 0.1 points on your GPA. Like, great, I'm glad you would like learn more maybe and master the subjects a little bit better. But honestly, what will like have you stand out from the crowd is your extracurriculars. So make sure instead of spending all that time trying to get an extra like 0.1 on your GPA, you prioritize that time towards doing things that make you unique. And this can be like joining like robotics club, or I don't know, playing an instrument. Even for me, like joining the track team was cool. It just shows that you're like a diverse person and more likely to handle like the challenges that like college brings you. Not just that like I can get a 4.0 in calculus. They're like, cool, bro. A lot of people can do that. ChatGPT can do it for sure. Okay, did I do this right for the second derivative of u? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we're not going to substitute that just yet.
We're not going to do this thing?
Right, because we're doing it from 0 to pi.
0 to, okay.
And so notice it would be really nice if our w of x were 2x, because then the second derivative with respect to x goes to 0. So we'll just end up with our new PDE.
Why do I want it to be 2x? Why not just x?
Because we're going from 0 to pi, but we need to cancel out the 2 pi boundary condition.
Oh, I see right here. 2 pi. Okay, I'll trust you. I don't exactly see how the 2 pi forces it to be 2 yet. And yes, Taco, there's plenty of time. What? 2 years? This is the critical year to do it, by the way, because once senior year comes around, that's when you're applying to colleges. So you need to have like done some shit by the end of your junior year, or even like maybe the summer before your senior year. So try to do all that stuff nowish. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's say assume.
Oh, actually, here's I guess a good explanation. So, right, we're saying that at pi, our u of xt is going to be equal to 2 pi, right? So 2 pi has to equal our v of pi comma t plus our w of pi. And if we choose w of pi to be, w of x to be 2x, right? Then that's equal to 2 pi.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then our u of x at pi is also 2 pi, which means that at the boundary, our v of xt has to be 0.
Got you. I got you. I see that come. Well, v of xt. Oh, which would be this one, right?
Yeah.
Because w would go away.
V of xt.
Got you. Okay. All right, that makes sense.
So if we already have 2 pi, then it just has to be 0.
All right. So yes, assume w is equal to 2x. Taco Cat. How do I balance that with trying to get a job? Yeah, I know. This is the number one thing I tell high school students. You shouldn't be. First of all, the job market is fucked for high school students right now. Like those intro high school jobs of like bagging groceries or working at, you know, McDonald's are all being taken by adults because adults can't get regular jobs anymore. So it used to be these were temporary jobs just to give kids some way to, you know, make some money over the summer and, you know, build up a work ethic and things. But the economy has gotten so bad that regular adults don't have regular jobs anymore, so they have to take like the quote unquote like intro kids jobs. So yeah, you can apply, but honestly, like I don't think it's a great use of your time.
I feel like there's some use in a job. I mean, because like when I applied,
yeah, there is use in a job.
I mentioned jobs on my actual like application.
Correct.
And especially like for me, I spent about 2 years working at Home Depot. Got a lot of their like awards. Those 2 times I was employee of the month. I got employee of the month.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah.
2 or 3 months of being there.
I fucking love Home Depot.
You know, so like things like that. You know, at least in a job.
Shows you have leadership. It shows you're responsible.
It can be equivalent, yeah, very much to.
No,
like
it is very beneficial. I think the reason why I say it's not worth his time is because I don't think in today's environment you could get that job again.
I mean, but I still think you could get some sort of job that you can at least be there for a long time and show that you have the work ethic.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think the job market is so screwed that like I don't think anybody's hiring at this point. Or like Taco Cat would be competing with adults. That's what I'm getting at. This like taking a chance on like a teenage kid was like cute and fun when there was a surplus of like jobs and they needed people to do things. There are so many people that are unemployed at this point because they just can't find work that I think it's hard to find those jobs. And why would a company want to take a risk on a 16-year-old when they could get some 30-year-old adult who's like desperate to like, you know, pay their rent to come in? Also, like, I don't know, there is a lot of talk and studies. I'm not judging my audience because if you're my audience, you guys are great, but a lot of employers do not like the upcoming generation of people as workers. They're just very frustrated.
I didn't like them as the upcoming generation of workers. I didn't like them.
Yeah.
So I have this video somewhere on my phone. This kid was probably the stupidest kid I've ever met.
Sure.
So when you're at Home Depot, we would say, "Hey, can you go sweep the lot?" Which meant that you would go out there and you would take all the carts, you know, clear them out of the corrals and bring them up front. Right. Mm-hmm. We told this kid to go sweep the lot, and he walks over and he grabs a fucking broom from the closet. And I have a video of him.
No!
It gets worse. He goes out with the broom and he starts trying to sweep like dust out of the parking lot.
Stop, dude.
But even
comb the desert, dude. Comb the desert, bro.
Yeah, it was like that, but he wasn't even doing it well. He was more just kind of like smacking the broom against the ground and like bouncing it as he walked.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, yes. So yeah, you can apply, Taco. Totally cool to apply. Just don't sacrifice your grades or again, time to do other extracurriculars such as clubs and things. I think clubs are great. Do you have a robotics club at your high school? That's what got me into STEM. That's what got me into physics. It's what got me into everything I'm doing. Is just because that club was great. I got to have like a lot of hands-on experience with shit, and it was great. Yeah. So make sure you spend a lot of time at robotics club if that's what you like. If you like electronics and stuff, that is way more valuable than just getting rejected by like every Hardee's and Burger King and McDonald's that you apply to. I just don't think you're going to get a job at this point in those fields. Day trading it is. Yeah, I have students in my streams or in my Discord who are trying to like get into like, how do I read the candles? And I'm like, stop. This is all gambling and degeneracy. Please no. It used to be. It is a very dangerous path.
Influencer on Instagram.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. I think back in the day, it was probably more mathematically cool to be able to come up with models, and there was an art to like reading candles and charts. But nowadays, dude, there's so much grift. There's so much disinformation. All these bots are trading like hundreds of times per second. If there's any way that you're going to make money doing day trading or whatever this other degenerate stock shit is, it's just fucking luck. And at the end of the day, you're going to lose to Barron Trump, who has insider information on everything. Like, just please don't fall for it, guys. Yeah, how do I read the candles? Yeah, no reading the candles. The candles are a lie. There used to be truth in them. I don't think there is anymore, dude. I really don't think. I think we've kind of lost it at this point. Fifi of Fire says, I just graduated with a math degree and 0 experience. Am I cooked? No, not necessarily. I mean, having a math degree at least proves to people that you know how to work well with numbers. Experience is important, but having that math degree can at least be your foot in the door to get some sort of intro paying internship or something so that you can build the experience. Yeah, you're not cooked. It would be better if you had experience, but I don't think people are expecting right out of college for you to have work experience. That wouldn't really make any sense. Like you go to college to go learn, and then you get the experience, and then you get the career and the job and whatever. So that's what I would say. I don't think you're cooked. And Taco says, I don't have a clear idea of what I want to do after high school, so I want to work before I step into more education. I agree that work, like, experience is the best way to figure out like what you want to do. Again, my experience in robotics, some of my jobs I had in labs in college really taught me that I wanted to do physics. But I would say that, you know, you want to work in between high school and college. That's kind of a trap, because you have momentum when you're getting out of high school, and you really should carry that into college. Not saying like taking a gap year isn't awful, but I just see it more times than none. If you take a gap year, you start realizing that like, hey, like school sucks. I don't really want to go back to school. Like, why can't I just like travel the world and just like chill and just whatever, make enough money to barely live? It's not, you should go from high school straight into college. I do, if that lines up with what your goals are, in terms of like becoming an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, I don't know, anything that requires like college to go do. And even if you don't have a clear idea of what you want to do, I didn't have a clear idea of what I wanted to do. Going to college and getting one of those useful degrees at least keeps options open. So you may not say, you know, I didn't know going to college that I wanted to do physics really. I just thought like, hey, I'm kind of good at physics, and if I have a physics degree, that leaves a lot of options open for me. Like I could still even go to med school if I want to. One of my physics friends is now like a really high class doctor and stuff, because whatever, like it doesn't hurt to have those degrees. It still gives you options. If you don't go to college and you don't have a college degree, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because a lot of places and things do require it as like a minimum thing, and you just get instantly disqualified from it, which is bad. So I think it's fine to not know what you want to do. Go to college, you'll kind of figure out what you want to do. Even after college, I still didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I was in physics, I was good at physics, and I wanted to go to grad school, so I just kept doing that thing. And then eventually through grad school, I changed from I want to figure out how fusion works to I want to like revolutionize education, or like, you know, do some teaching stuff. So that's eventually like the path I took. But also I could have quit my PhD midway through. I could have done that. I was kind of over it, honestly. By halfway through my PhD, I was like, I'm fucking done with this. I don't really want to do this anymore. But I stuck it through because I knew having the PhD gives you options. Like, you'll see people on this stream try to street cred check me or something. They're like, oh, who the fuck are you? Like, what are your credentials? If you just say you have a PhD, everyone just shuts the fuck up. You're just like, okay, cool, thank you. And like, you can keep going on. So it's about doing things that keep your options open so that you can do things later down the line. Yeah. I can R a farm with yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can totally R a farm with a PhD. 100%. Yeah, it's no one can take that away from you, and no one can ask you to do more. That's kind of the great thing. Is like, once you have that, it's kind of the top. No one can be like, oh, there's nothing really past a PhD, unless you get like multiple PhDs, and that just seems sadistic. I would never do that. One sec. We'll get to the question. Let me catch up on chat. How much time a day do you think I should be working on towards getting a job? And if I cannot get one with my degree, should I pursue a minimum wage job? Yeah, I'm so, full disclosure, I just resigned from my like tech job like the other day because I have bad feelings about things, and it's a lot of chaos. And so I'm about to be in the same boat of like I have to start applying again for things to figure out how I pay rent and healthcare and stuff. But how much time should you spend? I don't know, maybe like 2 hours a day, maybe an hour and a half. These days, AI makes it pretty easy to apply to like thousands of jobs because you can just have it do it for you. It's pretty fucked, honestly. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't necessarily know the answer to that. I think you should always keep trying, but at the end of the day, there does become a reckoning point where you do need to pay rent, or I say we all have to do laundry eventually, and so it may come down to that point where you say, okay, I do have to take a less than ideal job because I need to at least be able to like float and like survive and like eat. And at that point, yes, a minimum wage job, take it if you have to, and then just keep trying because you have a math degree. You should be in a position that utilizes that degree to some extent. But there's no shame in having to take a job beneath you to keep the lights on while you try to keep finding that job that fits. So yeah,
Found the video of the kids sweeping the lot.
Oh, go find it. Can you send it to me, or you put it in the chat or something?
Yeah, I sent it. I'll send it in the other one. It's easier to send it through DMs on my phone.
Every job is a minimum wage job now. Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. The world's pretty fucked. Anyways, I eventually want to go back to get a master's degree, either in applied math or hopefully some sort of engineering PhD. Yeah, you totally can do that. And actually, I'm going to shout someone out that did do this. Literally, if you want to ask, his name is Don Factorial. He's another awesome math streamer. He's a good friend of ours. And he did the same thing. He went to college, graduated, I want to say, with a math degree or an applied math degree. And then I think he, just kind of did some odd jobs here and there. I think he was teaching, tutoring, and stuff. And then he most recently, I think in the last year, went back to college, I think somewhere in Seattle, to get an applied math master's degree, which is cool. It adds to your resume. It helps you get, other more high qualifying jobs. So you can totally do that. That's what's called like, a gap year after college, and that's totally fine. I will say though, the more years you spend outside of college, the harder and harder it gets for you to go back to grad school. Because, dude, if someone told me to go back to grad school right now, no.
I feel like it's easier though first if you get your master's and then you go back through PhD though.
Yeah, I will. That's how.
I feel like
that's
a
how Europe
master's
works.
is still more education.
Yeah.
More like learning stuff, and then once you get to the PhD, it's kind of like go research some shit and tell me what you come up with.
Yeah, I will say in the STEM programs, so physics, chemistry, like pure math, biology, whatever. Those programs, when you go, you don't apply for a master's, you apply straight for a PhD, and you collect the master's along the way, and it's just assumed you're gonna get the master's. Getting a master's separately, yes, that's like an MBA or applied math or like engineering. It's one of those kind of, I don't know, it's like a plus on your resume of like, hey, I have slightly more certifications in this stuff. But if you're trying to do something in like pure math or again physics or any of these non-applied things, it's a mad dash to the PhD. It's the whole thing. So it's kind of awkward actually if you come into a PhD program and you already have the master's, because that first year is all of your cohort working to like get the core courses out to get their master's, and you technically have already learned that. And so like you're like, well, I don't really want to go to like redo these classes, but then you lose out on what I think is a very critical part of grad school, which is camaraderie. The only reason I got through grad school is because I had some really great friends in my cohort that got me through like the first 2 years, and then I had people in my lab who were fucking solid that got me through like the next 6. So you kind of lose that social connection if in the US at least, if you get a master's and then go into a PhD. It's just kind of like you're like, what do I do? Let me see. One sec. I want to do entrepreneurship for my career. Yeah, I don't know about that. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, and honestly, it's difficult to make money. Trust, I've been one for like 10 years at this point. Gold, why don't you teach college classes online? I do. I mean, I taught one this summer. It's literally what I did. I taught UCLA online. Why don't I do it during the school year? I guess I could. It is an option. I might start applying to it, honestly. I really don't like I don't like the exam part of teaching classes online because it's at this point it's impossible to prevent cheating. I really, really, really like teaching in person because I can at least still enforce people to not cheat. Why do you have a bad feeling about jobs or tech? I just know what the environment is. I mean, the numbers don't lie. The data doesn't lie. Like I have friends that are like losing their jobs left and right. So the bad feeling is that like AI is kind of screwing things up, and then even so, companies are using AI as a scapegoat to just do more shitty things, firing people, and I don't know, it's a mess. It's just a bloodbath right now. It's really bad. I'm about to experience it again when I get back from Burning Man and I have to start applying to like hundreds of jobs a day. I'm gonna start being depressed again at like how bad it is. But
I mean, if you can't beat them, join them. Just AI all your job applications.
I know that's what you do. I hate it, but like you got to play the game.
Then you can show them that you're skilled in the field.
Wait, let me see what Narosky said. I forgot. Narosky says experience does not equal jobs. I would much rather hire a high school diploma with no prior jobs, but with 10 courses in that domain and multiple other certifications. I agree, Narosky. Yeah, I think, having certificate. Yeah, it depends on the job you're trying to get, whether like experience is like heavily needed. In general, it helps, but I don't know. Getting certifications and being good in your field also really helps as well.
Yeah, but I feel their experience is still pretty helpful.
They're very valuable.
Like,
Experiences are very valuable.
I know people that are hiring, like in the engineering field, and they're just like, yeah, I don't want to hire these kids. They're coming out of college. They're cocky. They're overconfident.
Right.
They think they know everything. They've never worked in the professional field. They don't know how to work with other people. And I got 35, 40-year-old dudes that are beefing with a 25-year-old that just came out of high school.
Emotional,
They're not high
damn it.
school, out of college, and they think they're hot shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of social aspects to it. That kind of screw things up. Yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, you're right, Narowski. Yeah. A lawyer needs to go to college. Yeah, because you have to get that, JD and stuff. So certain positions like require it. You can also use that. I did not have that social connection in undergrad. Worst part about college. Yeah, I'm sorry you didn't. And you're not alone. There was a big study that just came out. What is it? Or not? I thought it was a headline. Like students aren't partying in college. Yeah, this is it. This is the news article. It says even college students have stopped hanging out. Oh dear. The loneliness crisis comes to campus. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Dude, the world's a weird place, dude. COVID, really did a number on us for whatever reason. And, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you guys are going through this. Yeah, it sucks. I had a great social experience in college. I had a great social experience in grad school. They were amazing times. But actually, it is funny how they look at the data here, Brascos, by the way. Today's students spend much less time socializing. In 1994, 32% of college seniors spent more than 6 hours a week partying. But by 2026, that was 21%. It's hilarious.
It's a damn shame.
It's a damn shame, dude. I love how the threshold is 6 hours of partying, dude. I'm like, that's a Friday night, dude. What?
That's what I'm saying.
The threshold should be like 20.
I want to say it was like. No, I think it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. I went to a party and I got so trashed. I woke up, I couldn't find my phone, so I had to go to find my iPhone and place down. Yeah, it was in the fridge.
Bro, I literally did that at Burning Man 2 years ago. I lost my phone like one of the nights and like couldn't find it the next morning. I'm like, where is it? And then but it kept connecting to the Bluetooth. So I had a Bluetooth speaker. So I would go around and turn it on and just see like where it was connecting to my phone automatically. And yeah, lo and behold, it was in the fucking fridge.
Yeah. I really don't know what happened then.
I know what happened. I went to go get another drink, and then I put my phone in the fridge while I went to grab the drink, and then I closed the fridge. I know what I did. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't remember any of it. I had 12 at the party, and then 12 before the party to pregame it.
That's not a pregame, dude. That's a death sentence.
Yeah, pretty much. We went to the party, and I had another probably 4 or 5 drinks there. And then I was wondering the next morning why I was so hungover. I knew I was going to be hungover, but I was like, this still seems like a really bad hangover. And then I looked over on my nightstand, and I saw a crushed Four Loko. And I said, shit, that's why I got home at 3 a.m. and decided, you know what's a brilliant idea right now?
Brilliant idea.
Slam a Four Loko.
Slam a Four Loko, dude. Yeah, no. Malt liquor, dude. I'll do it for you.
Oh, no.
Let me see. Let me see. I did not. Okay. Do you advertise to your students during the school year? Yes and no. I definitely tell the students, even during the summer, Taco Cat, I told them about the stream. I said, come on by the stream. They knew they could get help during the class because this was our official office hours. But I told them, like, this is not limited just to during the summer. It's also after the summer. So if they want to come on by, and some of them do. It is cool to see. Some of them do come by later. They're like, hey, like, you were a really good physics teacher. Like, can you help me out with my stats? And I'm like, yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
And use AI to create dangerous technology to continue genocide. Uh-oh, I don't know.
Brother,
I got a data science minor. Math degree was in concentration and data. Oh, you're talking to Roski? Yeah. You join the Discord, Fifi05 if you want to. That's where Naroski is typing from. It's a great. We have a great community there. Sorry, let me go through Naroski's chats. It's like we'll get to this math question eventually. I like talking to you guys more at this point. Try multinationals for data analyst positions. Sell your life to the corporate machine. Best way for I see it, and pray that you talk to a human during your interviews. You will always talk to a human during your interviews, almost always. If you're not, like, walk from that job. If they don't have the respect to like have a human actually talk to you about hiring you, then no. I think the hardest thing is getting past it's called the ATC. Or what's it called? It's candidacy tracking system. I don't know, whatever it's called. They have like some system of like tracking like candidates that apply, and you need your resume or application to just get that green check mark to move you forward to the interview, and then you're talking to a human, and at that point, you got a pretty good shot. Although I don't know, before I had this last tech job that I resigned from, I was getting a little frustrated at how many rounds of interviews there were. Like, there would be like 4 or 5 rounds, and then the rounds had big challenges. Like, they would take me hours to complete. They say like, hey, devise like a whole video teaching this concept of what you would do. And I say, okay, well, this is gonna take me a while to do. And then it's just annoying to get to the final round and then be like, yeah, we're just going in a different direction. And no one will give you feedback. They're the absolute fucking worst, dude. None of these interview people, for legal reasons, will ever tell you why they didn't hire you. They'll just say, you just weren't a good fit. And it's so rude. Lawyers fucking fuck everything up, dude. Yeah. It's partly our own fault in the state of the world over the years. Is Burning Man a walk, or do you just chill with no service? I don't know. A walk? I mean, it's very big. It's like the size of Manhattan. It's 80,000 people, and there is very little cell service. But I bring my phone around to like take pictures and look at the schedule. Yes, you post about your question. Okay, cool. Yeah, Lipbox. Yeah, let's let me stop chatting for a bit. I love you guys. I appreciate all the chats. You guys are great. I'll look at that also as well. JHNet library stopped hanging out. It's called a library. They're all study mates. Deloitte. Yeah, Deloitte's a soul sucker as well. 7K in HR? That's crazy. I don't know why we're paying HR 7K. What does HR do? I fucking hate HR.
Oh no.
Very useless people.
They get mad at me for saying funny things
Yeah,
at the
fuck HR.
workplace.
Dude. They're the worst, dude. ATS, thank you, Hamiltonian.
Good job.
Yes, that's what I was
I'm
thinking about.
surprised I never got HR called at Take 5. We were very diabolical, to say the least. We had hotbox the attic all the time.
Is stats annoying? I love stats. I don't think stats is annoying. Here, let's okay. Sorry, I went on a serious detour. One sec. Let me do Litbox's question real quick. Well, no, because I have to. How much longer do you think we have on this one? Is this one long, or do you think we should like hop and help Litbox real quick and then?
I don't think it's that long, but I don't mind helping Litbox first.
Okay. Here, Litbox, we're gonna do yours real quick because I don't think yours is too bad. Actualofficehours.com. Thank you, Litbox, for reminding us. Sorry, I didn't think there were any like real submissions, so I was chilling. Oh, you have 2 of them. Oh, it's the same one. Okay, whatever. We'll do one of them. Let's do this one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. No. Let's do this one. No, you've been waiting. It's cool. Sorry, I've just been shooting the shit with people because there weren't really that many questions coming in. Yeah, no, yeah. Can I teach it? Of course I can teach it. That's why I'm here. Okay. Determine the following limits. Enter do not exist if a limit fails to exist, except in the case of an infinite limit. If a limit exists, enter infinity or negative infinity as appropriate. Okay, cool. Okay, so right away, if you want to see if a limit exists or not, try just plugging the number in first. Now, this is interesting. They kind of walk you through. This is really usually what they say. They say, hey, does this limit exist? This is usually what they ask. And what you have to notice is that if I plug in x going to -5 right away, look what I get. I get 3 over -5 plus 5. And that's equal to 3 over 0. This is bad. Okay. So this doesn't necessarily mean the limit doesn't exist. It just means we need to do more work. Okay, so if you're ever getting like 0 over 0, or you're dividing by 0, or well, infinity is okay. But yeah, anytime you're dividing by 0, you need to do more work, and more work means we need to look at the limit as we approach from the right side and as we approach from the left. Okay, so in this case, right, yeah, if we get -5 plus 5 is equal to 3 over 0, this means we need to do more work. Okay, and more work means looking at it as the limit approaches -5 from 2 different directions. Okay, what do I mean by 2 different directions? So if I wanted to graph, for instance, 3 divided by x plus 5. Let me think about how that would look. That would look something, I think, like this. Sorry, if this is... If this is equal to -5, 3 over x plus 5 would end up looking like this. Oh, can't draw things. Okay. And so when we talk about the limit, let's say, for instance, as x approaches -5 plus, this means from the right. We want to see what happens to the function as we get closer and closer to -5, but we're coming from this direction. It is kind of calculus. It's definitely calculus. No, this is a calculus question for sure. It's intro calculus. It could be like pre-calc. Like, yeah, limits are not calculus, although they have been putting limits in pre-calculus for students. I have noticed that recently. So TacoCat's not entirely wrong. They may even cover limits, honestly, in algebra. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember doing limits in, I want to say, Algebra 2. Granted, it wasn't like part of the coursework. I should have taken honors Algebra 2, and I didn't sign up for it, and it was way too easy for me. So the teacher gave me
She's like, chill. You're just bored.
other stuff to do. I got like I want to say a 98.75. It got to the point I was turning in homeworks and getting 100 on them, and it was bringing my grade down.
What could you use this for in real life? I mean, limits are great. I mean, limits kind of, if you can't figure out exactly where something is at a certain point, you can figure out what it approaches or like what it gets close enough to. That's what limits are useful for. So for instance here, right? If I plug in -5, I get an indeterminate thing. I get divide by 0. I don't know what that is, right? But let's say, for instance, you wanted to look at, okay, let's say as x is approaching 5 from the right. I'm trying to think like how we could talk about this in terms. Let's say this is I'm trying to think of a real world example when something's like positive infinity and negative infinity. Like
I can think of a few, but they're not like simple.
Yeah, they're not simple. Yeah. You know what it could be? Let's say, for instance, you're yeah. Let's say you're looking at like waves and shit, okay? And like there's a bunch of waves like pushing this way, right? And there's a bunch of waves pushing this way. And you want to know, hey, which way am I going to get pushed if I'm right here in the center? Well, that depends where you came from. If you came from the right side here, right? As you get closer and closer to what this vertical asymptote is, you're going to get pushed in this direction. Whereas if you come closer and closer from the left, you get pushed in the down direction. So this is an example of where like the value here doesn't exist, but the limit coming from each side does exist, but they're different. Okay? So what I want to show you here, Liddy, from Litbox, graphically, if you were to graph this, you should see that as I approach -5 from the right, I'm going to get shot way, way, way up. If you drive a car, you should know what a limit is. Your speedometer itself is a limit. That's true. Okay, so what we see here is that as I come from the right, I approach positive infinity. All right? So this, we would say, is equal to positive infinity. But if I come from the left side of -5, I go straight down.
Disqualified. This guy stinks.
Right. So from the right, it's positive, and from the left, it's going to be negative. Okay? And then the key thing there is if this is negative infinity and this is positive infinity, notice how the limit as you approach from two different directions is not the same. That means this does not exist. This does not exist. Okay? If instead, let's say instead you had the limit as x approaches 5, or yeah, of 3. Let me think. No. Actually, we can still do it this way. The limit as x approaches -5 from 3 over x plus 5 squared. Okay. Does that one work? Yeah, this one does work. Yeah, this works. Yeah. What this would end up doing would cause this one to go this way, and now the limit as you approach from the left and the limit as you approach from the right is both infinity, both positive infinity, and so you would say that this limit does exist, and so this one would be equal to positive infinity. Oh, did I get him wrong? Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. Left was negative infinity. My bad. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did it in the wrong order. You know what's fucking with me? It's because of this. I don't like the -5 and then the minus here. Okay, cool. Right, and then this is right. From the left, this is a minus sign. Okay. Would there be any work I have to show for this for a test? Not really.
They may want you to check
To do the
derivatives.
table. Well, they could do the table. They can make
so
them do the table.
I never really did the tables. I chose a pretty close value, and I would take the derivative at that point. And right, if it's increasing, then generally speaking.
Oh
it
no,
goes
they don't
to
need to do that.
infinity.
No. American doing maths, yes, Vice Master. I agree. Yeah. You're right, breasticles. That is another legit way to show that one of the derivatives is positive, one of them is negative. Or do x is equal to -5 plus epsilon. Yeah, I guess you're talking about epsilon. I don't want to do epsilon delta. Sorry. No, I really don't like I just don't like epsilon. The other way to show this here is to do this with a table, and this might make your teacher happier. For instance, so if we do the limit as x approaches 5 of what was it? It was x plus 5 like this, right? Okay. Let's show what it would be like from the right. Did I have that right? Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Negative
think
5.
he means epsilon delta. I see what he means. If you were to, from the right, if you choose epsilon to be really small, the -5s cancel, and then as epsilon goes to 0, you get
Yes,
infinity.
okay.
And if you choose negative epsilon to be slightly to
Got
the
you.
left, and then it goes to negative infinity.
Yeah. I totally. Okay. Yeah, and so let me demonstrate this. Okay, so you could also show a table for this, right? This could be x, and this could be f of x, for instance, where we're calling this whole thing f of x, okay? So if I plug in, for instance, x is equal to -6, okay? So -6, or sorry, I want to come from the right. Sorry, if I'm coming from the right, I want to come from values that are bigger than -5. So bigger than -5, it's weird, but is -4 technically. I know you look at the 4, you look at the 5, you're like, wait, isn't 4 less than 5?
Brother,
-4 is bigger than -5. Yeah, -4 is over here. Okay, but watch. If you were to plug -4 into this, do you see how you would get 3 over -4 plus 5, which would be the same thing as 3 over 1? So then this would be equal to 3. Now you can think about, okay, let's get even closer to -5. Let's say, for instance, I do -4.9. You see how we're going from, if this were, for instance, -4, that like -4.9 would mean like we're getting even closer to -5, but we're coming from the right? Well, if I plug that in, okay, now I get 3 over -4.9 plus 5. This right here is the same thing as 0.1, right? 5 minus 4.9 is 0.1. So now you have 3 over 0.1, and 3 over 0.1 is the same thing as 3 over 1/10, which when you flip that up is the same thing as 30. So now this becomes 30. Turns out you could get even closer. I could do -4.99. Right? This is getting even closer to -5. And if you did that, 3 over -4.99, it's like an asymptote, exactly. Yeah, you're getting closer and closer to the asymptote. Notice how this would be 3 over 0.01. That's 3 over 1/100th. Now you get 300, okay? And so what you should notice here, right, is that as I'm getting closer and closer to -5, but I'm doing it from the right side, right? I'm coming in from the right side. I'm going from -4, -4.9, -4.999999. My value for y just keeps going up and up. And so what that tells you is that eventually when I get very, very close to -5, I'm basically going to be at positive infinity. If you want to do the same thing coming from the left, yes, the y values are getting higher. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. I'll show another notation I have for it. I call like 0 plus and 0 minus. Some people get mad at me for using that, but okay, but let's say you come from the left, right? So this minus sign means you're coming from the left. Same thing. what's a number lower than negative 5, right? Well, a number lower than negative 5 is negative 6. If I plug that in here, 3 over negative 6 plus 5 is the same thing as 3 divided by negative 1. So that's going to be negative 3. Let's get even closer to negative 5. Let's say I want to go to negative 5.1. 3 over negative 5.1 plus 5 is the same thing as 3 over negative 0.1, which is the same thing as 3 over negative 1/10, which is then the same thing as negative 30. Okay? And by the same pattern, if I go negative 5.01, that's going to be equaling to negative 300. So eventually, as I get closer to negative 5, but I'm coming from the left side, I'm going to approach negative infinity. And so this is why this approach is negative infinity, this approach is positive infinity, and because they approach different directions, they approach different things from different directions, that means the limit at 5 does not exist. Why don't you worry about them approaching the x-axis? Well, that's when they're way out here, right? That's the limit as x approaches infinity, which, yes, that ends up being 0, right? Eventually, if I put x is infinity, 3 over infinity plus 5 is just 3 over infinity, which is just 0. Yeah, exactly. Those are horizontal asymptotes. Correct. But no, good question, Taco. The other way I like to think about this, okay, is let's say, for instance, I have the limit as x approaches negative 5. What do we do first? From the right? Okay. So I'm gonna say that this is the same thing as 3 over 5 plus minus 5, okay? So 5 plus means it's slightly bigger than 5. It's like infinitesimally bigger than 5. And it turns out, okay, if you do 5 plus minus 5, this is the same thing as 0 plus. And 3 divided by something that's really, really, really tiny, but still positive, is going to be something really, really, really big. And that's why you get plus infinity. Oh, sorry, yeah, minus 5 plus, sorry. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry, and this is... Okay, yeah, sorry, I botched this whole... I botched this whole fucking thing. Okay, there we go. That's what I meant to say. Thank you. Dude, fuck this question, dude, for, like, having it approach negative 5. Like, the best way to teach this is to do stuff in this fucking quadrant first. Because it gets really confusing for students to think, like, what's bigger, what's greater than when you're in the negative space. Like, even myself, my head's getting, like, turned around. I'm like, no. I don't like using negative stuff as an example. It's confusing. Yeah. So sorry, that's what I meant to say. So yeah, negative 5 plus is something greater than negative 5. Which is like, yeah. So that ends up, yeah. I just, yeah, okay. You know what's actually probably better? We did like this.
Yeah, I think this is where the epsilon notation that
is that what Narosky did? Narosky, what'd you do? What's Narosky
I don't
for us?
think so.
All right, let's see what Narosky has another good post as well. Let me see. I like thinking about
epsilons.
I like thinking about
Just
0 plus and 0 minus.
Plus is a plus epsilon, and the minus is a minus epsilon. And then you just limit it to 0.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Narosky wrote. Narosky wrote some cool stuff here, Litbox. Limit as x approaches negative 5 from the left is the same as x climbs to negative 5. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Is the same as x approaches negative 5, but x is always less than negative 5. Cool. Yeah. Yes, yeah, the graphs are... Yeah, Raven, yeah. And that's what we did earlier. We taught it by the graphs earlier, and then I was like, well, if you want to do it without graphs, this is the way you can do it. Yes, okay, you use 0 minus. Thank you, Narosky.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to... I fumbled it a little bit, but yeah. 0 minus is my favorite thing. And then 0 plus. I love doing that. Yeah, 0 minus, 0. I just fucking it up with the minus signs. Okay. So as x approaches negative 5 and it's going up, it's negative 5 minus plus 5, which is going to be 0 minus. So it's something that's like slightly less than 0. Yeah, this is true. Okay. And then if it's approaching -5 but going down, we call that -5 plus. And -5 plus 5 is 0 plus. And then 0 plus is something that's very close to 0, but still positive. And divide by something very small, you get infinity. If that thing happens to be positive, you get positive infinity. Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, good question. I like that one. I agree. You can also do it with epsilon as well. There are lots of ways to skin. Now do 3 over x plus 5 squared. Yeah, and that's another cool one. Okay. So, yeah, if for instance, you wanted to do they allow LH in their course? What's LH? Oh, L'Hopital's? I think this is an intro physics, intro calc class. I don't think they've gotten the L'Hopital's yet.
I don't think L'Hopital's would really be helpful here at all either.
Yeah, you just show what
it's not indeterminate.
Correct. You need 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, L'Hopital's doesn't help.
But I think I want to say 0 to no. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact determinant forms. There's no 0 over 0 and infinity over infinity up in my head.
Yeah. Yes, and I agree, Narosky. I like your method of the 0 plus and the 0 minus. I just know teachers love to see this fucking table. It's like how they teach it, what they want you to do sometimes. But 0 plus and 0 minus is great. Jason, something I wish more math instructors added is the why or what is this limit graph to relate to subjects down the line. The asymptotes is the stress point you don't want. Same with eigenvalues being the point at which the system is at. Is this Jack, dude? JDB, what's up, Jack? Jack, is this you, Jack? Is this Jack from Alabama?
Yo,
what's up, dude? Wait, is this Jack?
yeah.
No fucking way, dude. What?
Yo, what's up?
So, sorry, I have to stop the stream because, like, the last time I talked to you, Jack, must have been like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and you had a very, very high-pitched voice. You have a lower-pitched voice than me right now. Welcome back, Jack. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up? I was just saying what y'all's doing.
We're doing, someone wanted some help with some calculus that I think they're taking. They're like a senior, I think, in high school. So, they wanted some help with the whole calculus class. Who's Jack? Taco Cat doesn't know. Jack is legendary, dude. Jack goes way back, dude.
Yeah, I've been like in the Discord for like how many years? Like 5, I think.
5. I think you were one of like the founding people that came. Yeah, we used to play Warzone all the time, dude. Jesus, that's so
and
fun.
Fortnite.
We do love Fortnite, dude. Yeah, member since April 5th, 2022.
Have you played any?
We did do a Fortnite tournament, I think last month. We did a little bit. But I've been mainly like playing Battlefield 6 with people right now. But I'm down to like I was telling everyone I'm going away on like kind of vacation for the next 2 weeks. So this is like the last stream for a little bit. But when I get back, if you still play Fortnite, you should come by and play, dude. It'd be so fun.
I will.
Hell yeah,
I've been playing Siege.
Oh, Rainbow Six Siege? Oh, he's a man of culture, dude.
Yeah.
That's Rainbow Six is a gateway drug.
It's a gateway drug, dude. Yeah.
Before there was Rust, there was Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, dude.
Well, actually, Rust was out before Siege. But
yeah.
Before I started playing Rust, I started playing Siege, and then it went downhill from there.
I'm in 11th grade now. I was in like what 6th grade?
Yeah, I think you were. I want to say 7th grade. I can pull up some like really, really old clips like later, dude. We used way back, dude. Was it 4 years ago? 4.5 years ago?
Something like that.
So yeah, you were in 7th grade. You were either like barely in 7th grade or like late 6th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy, dude. How's life? What's going on? Like, you're still in Alabama, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yeah, good. I just haven't been doing nothing really.
Okay, that's all good.
What about you?
I'm still teaching and stuff. We're still here on the Discord. We're still doing the streams here. We still play video games occasionally. We do a lot of chess tournaments too. If you ever like get into chess, that's a fun one we do as well. But I'm still here, dude.
I got you.
That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Well, awesome, Jack, dude. Yeah, come on by. Again, this is the last stream, so I won't be here for like the next 2 weeks. But I'm glad you're back on Discord and stuff. Come on by again, like in like 2 weeks. We'll do more of like the Fortnite game stuff.
All right.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'll catch you later then.
All right, good to see you, Jack. Stay breezy, dude. Dang, that's classic, dude. Yeah, Jack was like one of our first students. Yeah, from 2022. That's nuts. So much time has passed. It's crazy. Anyways, that's cool. Good to see him. When do I go for Burning Man? I basically start leaving tomorrow, kind of, effectively, because I have to do so many things. All right, let's show this one real quick. If y is equal to 3 over x plus 5 squared, this is another really cool one. So, if we were to graph... Yeah, let me get Desmos for this. Y is equal to 3 over x plus 5 squared. Look what you get. You get this. You get a big volcano. Yeah. So this one's cool. There you go. So this is x is equal to -5. So now notice that the limit as x approaches -5 from the left is equal to positive infinity. And the limit as x approaches -5 from the right is also equal to positive infinity. This is a case of where the limit as x approaches 5 would also be equal to infinity. It would not be do not exist.
Disqualified.
So, and that's because they approach the same value. Yeah. Dude, Jeff, stop.
Oh, nice.
Jeff's just getting me all the crazy cases. Yeah, you can't approach x from the other direction there with the square root. Yeah, that's a fun one too. But okay. Exactly, it does not exist. Yeah, right. Sorry, and I keep saying x equals 5. X approaches -5. Yeah. And this also happens because kind of what Narosky was saying. If you do 3 over -5 plus 5 squared, this ends up equaling 3. What did you say? -5 plus means it's slightly greater than -5. So yeah, this is 0 plus squared, which is still 3 over, which is still positive infinity. And then 3 over -5 minus, and wait, was it plus 5? It is plus 5. Squared would be equal to 3 over 0 minus squared, but that's the same thing as 3 over 0 plus squared, because the squaring just gets rid of the two negative things to make it positive, and this also equals positive infinity. Cool.
My man.
Okay, nice, great, cool, love it. What is 0 plus to the 0 minus?
Oh, nice.
I don't know, dude. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to breasticles. That took 27 minutes to do, but all good. I wanted to explain all the cases. There you go. At Litbox. Cool. Okay. You still around, breasticles? Did I lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Says I'm just defending my fort. Okay.
I already got raided.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Liddy. You're welcome, dude. Yes, I put it here in Discord. There's a same place. There's like a little link for it, and then there's also a little screenshot if you want to see it. Okay, so let's assume W is equal to 2x. So then, so let me mark this one as current too. Breasticles is current. So then, this is equal to 0. Cool,
Yep.
right? And then what do we want to? Is this now where I want to go into the UT thing?
Yeah. So what you'll want to do is when you convert it to UT, right, it just becomes the same thing in V, just by substituting.
Okay, so UT equals 4UXX. So then UT is equal to partial V partial T. Right? Is equal to 4... partial... The second derivative. Oh, this is a wave equation. Yeah?
Diffusion.
Oh, diffusion.
Yeah,
Okay.
so heat equation.
It's a heat equation.
Yeah, if it was
Okay.
a second derivative with respect to time, then it becomes a wave.
Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, so then what do I do with this? Is this like something that's known with like Fourier?
Now we can, now what we can do is separation of variables, because now we have the homogeneous boundary conditions.
You like my partials, JSnat? You like my partials? Or are you just happy to see partials? Okay. Oh. Okay. Separation of variables.
Yeah, the U is equal to X and T.
Oh. You're saying now I can say that U is equal to X of X?
Yeah. Or I guess V, and then V is equal to X of X, T of T.
Gotcha. I see. Okay, so we reduced... And this is V of X and T, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we reduced this thing with U, which we couldn't do this,
Emotional damage.
into something with V and W. And then what I noticed is that on V, now I'm allowed to do this?
Yeah, because now instead of having our boundary conditions weren't homogeneous, our boundary conditions for V are homogeneous. So now we can.
Why are they homogeneous for V now, sorry? Is that just because that's a property of this?
Yeah, because when you plug in your boundary conditions, right? Because we say that our U of 0, T needs to be equal to 0. So if you plug in X equals 0 into our...
0 of pi comma T is also having V equal to 0, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay, got you. Okay, so that's why. All right, fine. Okay, so then partial V partial T would be equal to big X. Should I draw big X today? Big T prime.
Yep.
And then partial V partial X is equal to big T X prime. And then partial V partial X squared is just going to be equal to T X double prime, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so now figuring that out, I'm going to get that big X T prime is equal to 4 big T X double prime.
Indeed.
Indeed, he says. Okay, great. Okay. Do I want to separate this?
Yeah, so you'll want to divide both sides by 1 over
So
1 over
t
4
prime over
x.
t is equal. So you're gonna say 1/4.
Yeah,
is equal
because
to-
if we have that 4 term on the x double prime, it doesn't do anything that much, but it makes it slightly more difficult computationally.
Okay. I don't know, maybe ln or something at this point. What I wanna
Yeah,
say.
so we'll
say
call
this is
that
ln.
equal to a negative lambda,
Okay.
right? Because the only way for those to be equal to each other is if they're equal to a constant.
Yes.
And then now we can write out our 2 ordinary differential equations and then solve those.
Okay. So 1/4 t prime over t equal to lambda x double prime over x.
Should be a negative lambda.
Ooh, okay. Is that because of the ln? I mean, technically.
Yeah, it's just because we said it's equal to negative lambda. There's no negative sign there. It all works out in the end, but it's
All right.
easier
Says trust me, dog.
computationally.
Trust me, dog.
We could call it just lambda, but it's just going to bring a negative.
Okay. All right. And then from this, I feel like this is just ln. I feel like I'm allowed to say this is ln. Right? If I integrate, if I integrate both sides.
Yeah, you can integrate, or I normally use integrating factor, but integrating works too.
Sorry, what?
I normally use integrating factor, but just normal integrating works.
I feel
as
like
well.
you but right, because this is t prime is partial big T partial t.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
you can
if
you can just integrate it.
Yeah. So like, if I move, let me show you. Let me show the class, I guess. So this is 1 over big T, and then we say like partial big T partial little t is equal to negative lambda. So according to Zach,
By mathematical authority, this is bequeathed upon you.
I'm gonna separate
that you
this
may
bitch.
break up the dr/dt.
I'm gonna put that over there. I'm just gonna integrate. And then this is ln of big T. So 1/4 ln of big T is equal to negative lambda of little t, and this is plus c. Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, partials are free for JSNet. Okay, this one's a little bit harder.
Yeah. You also wanna exponentiate that too. The t.
Oh, you want me to get big T as a thing?
Yeah, because you want t itself as a function so that you can multiply it in there.
Okay, so that's gonna be c e to the negative 4 lambda t.
Yeah.
Cool. This one, not as straightforward, honestly. The second derivative. Oh, wait a minute. I got it. Move it over. Is equal to 0. Assume big X is equal to e to the little x, I guess. E to the
E to
the
the alpha
A-
little x.
Oh, it's like C, E to the... Oh, whatever, we'll deal with the C later. E to the alpha x, right?
Yeah, and then no C.
You know what the C?
Yeah, because when you take the derivative, the alpha comes down, and then you get your characteristic polynomial.
Okay, so then the second derivative of this would be equal to alpha squared, e to the alpha x. So I get alpha squared plus lambda is equal to 0.
And we're calling lambda is going to be equal to alpha squared.
Okay. So this is square root of alpha. Wait a minute. Sorry. If I put this over here. Sorry, wait. This actually doesn't really work, bro. What? How does alpha squared equal negative lambda? Uh-oh.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Oh, I guess the solution's this. Well, no.
No, that's correct.
Okay. But then, how do I write this? How do I write that? How do I write what x is? Because x has alpha being the square root of negative lambda.
It shouldn't be alpha e to the alpha x. It's e to the mx.
Oh, okay. I don't care what letter you call it.
I was jumping ahead.
E to the mx.
Mhm.
Okay.
And
Doesn't
then
that just
we'll call lambda is equal to alpha squared.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Sorry. Let alpha squared equal to lambda. Negative lambda then. No, right? 'Cause here's my issue. I'm going to get cool. M is equal to plus or minus the square root of lambda, right?
Yes.
But then... No, plus or minus the square root of negative lambda.
Yeah. Which is what we want.
Oh, and you're going to say alpha squared is negative lambda?
Alpha squared is equal to lambda.
But then that would be plus or minus the square root of still...
Yeah, we want an imaginary number.
Oh, you want an imaginary number?
Yeah, because that's how we get the oscillatory, the sine and cosine.
Okay. I was like, this is a problem.
Yeah, we want our
we
our
want
sine
it.
and cosine.
Sure. Okay. So x is now equal to e to the plus or minus square root of alpha x, which I guess if it's imaginary, am I going to say sine and cosine?
It should be plus or minus a negative alpha.
Negative alpha.
Yeah, but so we're assuming that lambda is equal to alpha squared, right? So we get m less alpha squared is equal to 0, and then
I got you. No, you're fine. You're fine.
With
You're fine.
m being equal to I alpha.
Yeah, got it. Okay, which is equal to plus or minus I square root of alpha, right?
Not square root, just alpha.
Oh, what am I fucking up, dude? Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Yep. This is squared. So this is equal to plus or minus I alpha. Got you. Okay, so it's e to the plus or minus I alpha x, which this is classic C1 cosine alpha x plus C2 sine of x alpha x.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's up, Nathan? Okay. And now we use our boundary conditions, probably, right?
Yeah, now we want to use our boundary conditions to figure out our constants.
So that's a constant. So that's like C3 e to the negative 4 lambda t times all this. And now we need these things. Which tells me that okay, so v of 0 comma t is equal to 0, and v of pi comma t is also equal to 0. Chi okay, so if x equals 0, then this becomes 1. Sorry, this becomes 1. This becomes 0. And so I either need C1 to be 0 or somehow C3 to be 0. But C3 being 0 is trivial.
Oh shit, not good.
Yeah, so we don't want that. So we
Okay.
need C1 to be 0.
So C1 has to equal 0. Cool. And if v is equal to pi, it's the same shit, right? Isn't this
Yeah.
also?
Yes. Yeah, that tells us.
This tells
the
me
same
no new
thing.
information.
Yeah, which is fine. We don't need that. That C2 and that C3 are going to get absolved into a Fourier.
Right, okay. Okay, so now we'll absolve these two. I absolve you of your sins, Fourier. And this is going to be equal to C3, C2. And then, yeah, if you have two constants multiplying by each other, you can call it one big constant. Just renormalize it. Okay. And I guess, yeah, this is supposed to look like a Fourier series.
Yeah, we want the summation. Right, because we want to take the superposition of all of our alphas.
I don't know, alpha equals 1 to infinity? Could alpha equal 0?
So what you'll do, so what you'll do is you'll say I is equal to 1, or, well, no, not n is equal to 1, because I guess I could be ambiguous, but n is equal to 1, or sorry, 0, I mean, to infinity. And then it's C sub n.
Okay.
And now we can apply our initial condition.
Oh, now we apply this? Oh, no, sorry.
No, the initial condition.
This is so funny, dude. Where does this shit come from, dude? Okay. So u of x comma 0. So that would be equal to C0.
But
to the,
well,
oh
first,
wait. Oh, but this would
u is v plus 2x.
Oh, right. Sorry, this whole thing is v, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now we can just apply our initial conditions, but there's that 2x term, which cancels out.
Okay. So u of x comma 0. So this will go away. It'll just be 1. Needs to equal 2x plus sine 3x minus 2 sine 5x. Okay. So yeah, sure, this cancels. Cool. And then I'm left with Hmm. Well, I know what I know what C. I don't know. I know what the first two terms are. Like alpha 1's equal to 3, alpha 2's equal to 5.
Yep.
Is that kind of what it tells me?
Yeah.
And then that C1 is equal to 1 and C2 is equal to 2. Minus 2.
Yep. And then we just plug that in our exponential term, and we just have those terms.
Oh, okay. And wait, and there are no other terms? We ignore all the other higher order ones?
No, yeah, we assign 0 to be the Fourier coefficient for all the other terms.
Oh. Okay. So I just say, okay, so e to the negative 4 lambda t sine of 3x minus 2 sine 5x, right?
Yeah, but remember that our
Plus
lambda
2x.
is alpha squared.
Our lambda is alpha squared. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it changes.
So so each one of those terms will have a for the sine 3x, it will be multiplied by a what's it called? A 9, and then for the
I
sine
see.
5x.
Oh, it's all coming together, dude. Yeah.
25.
Wow. Okay, so this is 9 here. Oh, so this is being minus 36. And then this will be... e to the... negative 100t?
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep.
Nice. Cool. Great. Yay. Awesome. Cool. We did it. What's my phone? Holy shit. Look at all that stuff. Where's the 9 from? So alpha 1 was equal to 3, right? In order for us to get sine of 3x from here, JSNAT. And then the next term had alpha being equal to 5. Oh, sorry, lambda is equal to alpha squared. Or, yeah, lambda is equal to alpha squared. So 3 times 3 is 9. And so when we were doing this part of it, we just plug in, yeah. Matham, can you ping if yeah, I gotta go, Matham. I'm late for a dinner already. You too, Narowski, I'm sorry. Sorry, I spent a lot of time. Well, there weren't many questions earlier, so we were talking a lot about life, but I hope the life and college advice is also useful to you guys. Probably is. Alright, this was breast schools. This is cool. I'm starting to get it. What would you classify that question as? What type of question is that?
So it'd be a diffusion equation or a heat equation.
But like, where would I see that in math? Is that a PDE question? Yeah,
that's PDEs. That's like heat flow. Like if you wanted to model how heat transfers inside of a.
I feel like I would be able to do this shit now finally in like my life.
Yeah, and then also just like anything diffusing out of something.
That's cool.
Be represented with that.
Lip box, that was a duplicate. All good. Oh, why did my chat stop? Oh no, it's still there. Okay. What are these questions, Narowski? I'll put these in the server for it to solve. I am late already. It's one of my good friends. It's his birthday dinner. Fuck. But okay, cool. Let me see. Dream, I would love to have helped you. Yeah, critical points. These are all great questions. Unfortunately, I have to go. This is also good. IVP. Wait, is IVP initial value problem?
Yeah, IVP is initial value problem. BVP is boundary value problem. FVP is free boundary problem.
I don't know if I know how to even do this. What class is this for? What class is this for? There's 20 more minutes left? Oh, no. I had to move the stream earlier today. Yeah, if you look at the stream schedule. Oh, wait, this is wrong. It is way past 6:30. There you go. Okay, now it's right. I'm like, we're in the red. Differential equations, cool. Okay, all right. Well, I will post all these in our Discord. I apologize. Yeah, I'm already late, and I don't know if you missed someone's birthday dinner. They get like kind of mad at you, so like I kind of gotta go to that. But why end the stream so early? Well, we started at 4:30. You guys being greedy. Because I have a dinner at 7:30 and I gotta go battle traffic right now. Ugh. And I still need a shower. Ugh, gross. Okay, anyways, cool. Let's close the stream.
That's dope.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming to Actual Education Office Hours. Yes, appreciate everyone's questions. We had a little bit of an earlier stream today, but this is the last stream for probably the next 2 weeks. I apologize. I'm sorry that I will not be there to help you guys in the next 2 weeks. Dr. Gold has to go find himself in the desert. I know, Matham. I'm so sorry. That being said, though, yeah. Well, yeah, if you guys check the announcements, it's my hardest semester. Okay, I will be back in 2 weeks, and we will hit things head on, so don't worry. We'll get you caught up. But in the meantime, I know not many people actually are streaming next week, which I'm kind of like, uh-oh.
Oh shit, not good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Zach is still on vacation, or still on break, so Zach will not be here next week. I basically leave tomorrow for Burning Man to go do stuff. I have to go like pick up trailers. I gotta start driving and stuff. But I will be back this week, starting on like Thursday. But Zach will be back at least earlier. Yeah. Nurowski, you might start streaming. Yes, please. Yeah, Nurowski, if you want to start streaming, please do. You can do it here on the Discord if you want. If you want to ping people and stuff, more than happy to make that announcement. Yeah, thank you, Dream. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will come back. Don't worry. I'll return, guys. Yes. Yeah, maybe we can get Breasticles to start streaming.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, and then I still haven't finished moving into my new apartment.
Bro, it's been like a month and a half, dude. What?
Oh, it's been a lot longer than that. I just haven't had time.
Okay. Well, move into your place, dog. You have a perfect opportunity here. Yeah. Also, yeah, I have a great community. I appreciate. I have so many smart people here in the Discord. If you have questions with things, and I'm not around streaming. The other great place you can do this, put it into our homework help channel here. Litbox, you did that. You put your question in here or something. And if you give it the tag unsolved, if you give it the unsolved tag, it will also eventually send an AI bot to try to write an explanation for you. So if you can't get a human to help you out, which I know humans are the best, we love humans. And I have a lot of very awesome humans here in my Discord that do help. But if it doesn't get answered in a set amount of time, I think it's like 6 hours, the bot will go through and it will create its own solution for you, which could or could not be correct. But sometimes it's pretty fucking good these days, especially with math. So it'll do stuff. Yeah, it's my first day and I'm suffering already. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, survive for the next 2 weeks, Matham. Don't fail out of the class. Don't drop out. Breasticles and Nurowski here can probably help you guys with DiffyQ and stuff. And otherwise, I'll be back to help in 2 weeks. Yes, you are the GOAT, dude. Yeah, okay. Breasticles can help you out right now after the stream. That's great. Cool, love it. Love to see it. Okay, you guys are dope. I really gotta go. I love you all. We will be back in 2 weeks. Keep on being awesome. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. What is it? Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Oh, let's go raid someone. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Breasticles is a G, dude. Yeah. I have so many Gs. So many awesome people in my stream. In my Discord. You guys are great. go help out. Let's go help out Nerduino. He's a great guy. Sorry, Caps. Cruise control for cool. Yes. Also, JHNAC can maybe help. So, yeah. I appreciate everyone in my community stepping up to help each other. You guys are awesome. I know school just started. Do not worry. I will be back. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy the next 2 weeks without me. I shall return. Peace.
So yeah, I don't know. I would definitely do like an Airbnb. Actual education, welcome in. Apparently my alerts are totally broken. Or I'm not hearing the alerts. Oh, I got it. I'm hearing it. Raiders, welcome in. How you doing? It's good to see you. We were just talking about TwitchCon. We're going to TwitchCon. Yeah, we got a panel,